What's up? Javier Mercedes here for another video about things like Facebook Live. And it's like MTV Cribs, but not really. It's cool because I don't, like, my hands are free. I can, like, do things. Oh, transition. I was over there, but now I'm over here. So this is our setup that we just did for the first time for a Facebook Live. Is it overkill? Yes, because you can just like do Facebook Live from your phone. But look at when you can do all this. Isn't that cool? If you guys saw my other video about the setup for depth of field and what goes into a shot, it mimics a lot of what was in that video. To begin with, if you saw from the other video, I sit down and I'm like, get the microphone closest to the source. So where you have the microphone closest to the source, there were two people on the couch during the live video. The next thing is we have these two lights right here that are diffused. Actually, the person holding the camera, I'll let Steven talk you through the setup of the lighting. Whoa! Hey, this is Steven.
Here are lights. We have one here and one here. They're set for soft lighting. Nothing too dramatic, just going for skin tones, no shadows.
Tell them about what's these things over. These aren't lights, these are actually not bounces, I guess. You can use them as a bounce.
They're bounces, but we used them as flags because we didn't have any flags. What they do is they keep the light in the back from blowing out the back. Some light will still hit the back, but it creates kind of a natural vignette.
Yes.
Vignette.
So Steven pointed out, if you can see with my finger what's happening, see how there's light right there, and then towards the edges of the bookcase, there's darkness. So say hello to darkness, your old friend.
If I move this,
see what happens to it. Not gonna lie, I didn't really see a difference, but oh yeah, now I see it, We have, just like in that other video that I did, we have a hair light here. All of that hair light that around Steven's face, that's coming from that light over there. Steven can actually showcase diffused light by putting diffused light on that bookcase, looks like, versus not diffused. Let's get a step ladder really quick.
diffused light. Nice, even lighting.
No.
Not diffused light.
Yeah,
Harsh,
see?
ugly light.
Yeah. So see how we're kind of lit this way, but then in the back it's the same amount of light, and it's not drawing attention to us. A good differentiator is to make that darker, just so we stand out, because we're worth it. Next is the actual setup that we did for the Facebook Live. I'm like addressing both cameras, like, whoa, hey, I'm right here, oh, I'm right there. And to do that, what we did in complete overkill fashion, instead of just using your cell phone to do Facebook Live, we're using OBS and Sony Fs7. One of the things about this room is it only creates so much space, so we're kind of crowded in the amount of space that we can have. Meaning if we had something like a zoom lens or a 50, you have to back the camera up all the way to the wall in order to get the people in frame. So if you look here, this is how much frame we're working with. And we have a pancake lens, the 40mm from Canon on the MetaBones adapter. That's just a little bit wider than 50, so we don't have to force the camera all the way back. Plus we get the 2.8 f-stop. Yesterday I found out that you can't send the HDMI out of the Fs7 into our screen capture card. I also was trying to use our wireless system, and it didn't export the HDMI signal to that either. So in order to combat that, what I'm doing is I'm actually taking the HDMI out of the camera. I'm going into our Atmos Shogun. I'm taking the signal out of the Atmos Shogun and then going all the way to this Ultra Studio Blackmagic design capture card thingamajiggy. I'm new to the capture card streets, YouTube streets game, whatever, live stream game, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you want to call it. Anyhow, from what I've been hearing from all of our coworkers, this is a really good capture card. We just found it randomly in the office, and it seems to be working, but it takes SDI in. Don't pay attention to this because this doesn't have anything. But the cool thing is, we can also loop our sound from the boom into the Fs7, and that also passes through it passes the sound and the visual through the professional camera, which is great, and it goes straight to that capture card. One of the things I might change for our next live stream, our internet feed is through Ethernet. In order to get Ethernet on a laptop, you have to go through like a display like this, or you have to have a little cord converter. And we couldn't find a cord converter, so we brought this in, and I was like, oh, why don't we put the Facebook Live up so they can see the comments while it's streaming. So, well, it was nice to have it, but the thing is, this is really small. So from their perspective, one, there's a light right here, and two, this is really small. And also, you're breaking eye contact with the visual source. So they can't really read this. They can see themselves, which is okay. What I would like to do is somehow get a monitor like right here that has the comments going, so they can read the comments and interact with the community while still talking to them in the lens and doing all that stuff. So I think for next setup, if you guys have any recommendations for that, let me know down in the comments below, and so people can actually read the comments below the camera eye level so they can see and interact at the same time while doing the live stream. I just learned this program yesterday, OBS. From what I hear, that's what everybody uses to do these kinds of things, or maybe not. I don't know, I'm a newbie. So in OBS, all we had to do was download the driver for that Blackmagic design recorder. It goes Thunderbolt to Thunderbolt, HDMI in, and all I had to do was hit plus Blackmagic design device, and then literally it just popped up, the visual popped up, and as you can see, it still has the audio pumping through too. So that was cool. I didn't know it was so easy to stream from a software to Facebook. And really all you needed was a key code or a stream, I think it's called a stream key or a stream key code from Facebook, and then input that into OBS. I'll just show you guys right here, file. What you do is you go to preferences, stream, and then that stream key you paste into there, and then it gives you the option of what you want. I mean, I'm not gonna act like I'm a master at OBS because I just learned how to use it yesterday. But I just didn't know that it was that easy to Facebook Live with a actual camera, which is nice. What was also cool is yesterday we were using a wireless device to hook up to this camera, and I think I might have footage from that on the camera, so I might show you really quick that I had the camera handheld and I was moving around with it, and it was streaming wirelessly, so I could move anywhere with the camera and it would just stream straight into OBS. It was killer. Check this out. So this is the Fs7, but it's recording mobily. Like there's no wires.
Ain't no strings on me.
No. That is
awesome.
baller.
That is baller. And it looks good too. Like, it looks really good.
Oh my gosh, dude! It's
the
a new
quality
day.
of this Blackmagic is incredible.
It's a new day. Hey, how about let's see how far it goes.
All right.
Let me know when it starts crapping out. Keep going.
Yeah.
So I'm sending my signal via wireless right now.
Yeah.
And it's like we're sending it straight into the computer, so like I could be Facebook living from this beast.
That's sweet.
Yeah, it is real sweet. It'd be like, hey, and then you can kind of see yourself. And it was still doing everything.
Good, yeah.
Let me show you the device that you're using for it. Gear things. All right, so this was the receiver, and I had this going straight into our capture card. And if you look behind, this is a wireless transmitter, and once again, way too overkill. Much too overkill for what you would want to do for Facebook Live. But I was like, we have it, so let's test it out, and it worked. What you do is you take this and you connect that to the camera via the HDMI, and then it sends to the OBS. That, my friends, is what we did for our live stream today. We might change some things up, but some more behind the scenes stuff. I'll show you Steven again. That's Steven.
We do it.
Yes. What's your handle, Steven?
Swanky Dog.
Swanky Dog. Are you mostly IG now?
Mostly IG now. Snapchat updated their
Yeah, I was on Snapchat yesterday.
themselves.
Yeah, I was on Snapchat yesterday, and like for me it was really hard to use it in the first place, but now it's even harder. All right, so there you guys go. Till next video, I'll see you in the next one. Leave a like, leave a dislike. Tell me how I can make these videos better. Tell me what else you want to see, and subscribe. Check out Steven on the IGs too.
Look at me.
Boom.